Hey guys, so we are going to look at these problems for math today. We have number 1, Sabrina walks to school every morning. Her house is 3/8 of a mile from school. How many miles would she walk to school in 5 days? So it's 3/8, and each day, there's 5 days. So you could add 3/8 5 times, or you could do multiplication. 3/8 times 5. So remember when we're multiplying fractions, we just multiply the numerator, not the denominator, because the denominator is just 1 here. Also, if you added 3/8 5 times, we know that when we add fractions, we do not add the denominator because that is a label. That just means it's broken into eighths. So this would be 15/8. And we know that 15/8 is more than a whole, but how much more than a whole? So we know that 8/8 is 1 whole. So we know that 16/8 would be 2 wholes. Well, we do not have 16/8, we have 15/8. So that would be equivalent to 1 7/8. So you'll complete this page and turn it in. Don't forget, you have to do numbers 2 and numbers 3 with that same process. Number 2, hi guys. When we look at number 2, oh, it looks like I pulled up the same page here. Okay, so for this one's really tricky. On Monday, the Jones family ate 3/8 of a casserole. So we know that we are dealing with eighths here. So when you deal with eighths, you just want to go ahead and draw that eighths out so you can start working with what you're working with. You can see what you're dealing with. So there are my eighths. The Jones family ate 3/8 of the casserole. They had 2/8 left. How much of the casserole did they start with on Monday? So when you look at how much they started with on Monday, you're going to need to look at, they had this part on Monday, but they also had this part as well. They had both of those parts together. So that would be 3 plus 3, which is 6/8. So that one was a little bit tricky. I really had to think deeply about that one. The other problem that you have for today, page, so there's this page, and then you have, I thought I pulled up the right page, but I didn't. So let me go back. All right, so the one that we're going to look at was this one. Hopefully this is the right one. Yes. So Jill used 3/4 of a foot high to build a wall. She piled 6 stones on top of each other. How many feet high was her wall? So we're going to multiply that by 6. Again, remember when you multiply fractions, you're only multiplying that numerator because the denominator in this is 1 because it's 6 wholes, so that would leave it the same. So we've got 18 over 4. Now we know that this is larger than 1 because 4/4 is 1, but how much larger than 1? So we've got 4/4, which is 1, 8/4 would be 2, 12/4 would be 3, 16/4 would be 4 wholes, and 20 over 4 would be 5 wholes, 20/4. But we only have 18/4. So this would actually be 4 because we have 16 and 2/4. Now you're welcome to draw that out if you need to. And so you could draw out each fourth until you got to 18 of those. And then that is the visual way. That's the 4th grade way of seeing that. And you could count that out. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 2/4. Good luck today, guys. I know that you're going to do great. If you have any questions, please let me know.